Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 19th-ranked team in the land, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Duke's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he had this offense moving up and down the field.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Here's a heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
To the air, it's Ford. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Complete to the left. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense gets set for second down. Quick release on the RPO. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the run, it's Darnold. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Duke.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Clemson's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Looking for a man. It's Duggar. They're working that left side. There he goes. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Clemson jumps to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. He wants to throw it.
Hard to imagine.
Touchdown, Clemson! A great catch and run for 6. Looking for the tie with the extra point. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Ford. A little release to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Blue Devils! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, they're trying to catch the defense off guard there with the bootleg. I don't think the ball handling was great by the quarterback. One reason why it didn't really fool anybody defensively. Give the defense credit. Good job with their eyes. They don't give up too many yards at all.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Trying play action. It's complete on the right side. Smashes through the tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To throw, it's Duggar. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. And the Tigers want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 3rd. Finds his man. It's Lanning. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Still looking on the move. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their 1st sack of the game here in the 1st half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Ford. He's got him. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they've been waiting for sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now the knee. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready down as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Duggar. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Blue Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Duggar. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Henry. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle. It's Lanning. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's
turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo.
really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Ford. Gets it out quickly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The play-action fake. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Down to the 36-yard line and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
The RPO, it's complete. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And that last incompletion leaves this offense facing a third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn is lining up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Tennessee. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Ford. Zings it complete to the right. Strong, firm tackle. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Finds his target down the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the Blue Devils want to crank the tempo.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for room. It's Darnold. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Offense in the hurry up.
Third down coming up.
Power football with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll ride the hot hand.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blown the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Extending the play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line.
This is a fun spot to be in defense. Passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football, tackle, and don't give up the big plays.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. 2nd down coming up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Blue Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's 4th. Using the quick game. Down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Line gets set, 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Duke. That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
Fights off a defender. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team just, they find